Have you guys ever met somebody that is a head knowledge Christian? They're a head knowledge Christian. They know everything about the Bible in their head. But when it gets down here, it's hard for them to live it out, because they know it in their head, but they're not living it out. And that's what I would compare some of this with Israel. They were more like a head knowledge. Moses is telling us this, and we got it in our head. But ladies and gentlemen, it has to make that 18-inch drop or 12-inch drop or whatever it is from our head to our heart. Everybody put your hand on your head. Say, Lord, let my head knowledge of you get deeper into my heart, right? Lord, let it be so deep in me that it guides every move. Not to just, I've had people in my life, they could preach better than me, they could live better, or they could get a crowd moving, but they weren't willing. They would not do what God wanted them to do. They just had the head knowledge. They could quote scriptures before I got them out. And I was like, why aren't you a preacher? Why aren't you doing this for God? They just had it in their head. Somebody say there's a whole lot of people able, but are you willing? Right? Are you willing to pay the price? I love that about Mike Tomlin, a great Pittsburgh Steelers coach. He says that to his guys. He says, I don't care what your potential is. He said, I want to know what you're willing to do. Man, isn't that deep? Isn't that true in our lives? There's a whole lot of people, they got the potential, but how many are really willing to pay the price? And Israel's getting ready to find out if God has all this for them, but there's some price to pay. There's some challenges to go through. There's some understandings that have to begin to shift in their mind. A lot of people have potential, but it takes somebody willing to put that potential into practice and begin to see it manifest.